Hello, hello. Legends of Wildemount, episode 54. Some announcements before we begin. A charity choice, as always, is Color of Change. You can donate to the link in chat and all of our VODs. You can find it there. It's a really great charity, so support it if you can. We also have a Patreon. $3 tier every month gives you some free supplemental content for your D&D campaigns. The July one will probably be a week late because starting tomorrow I'm on vacation until next week, so we'll see. Also, if you're listening to our audio podcast, you may notice that there are some ads in the audio podcast because I recorded a sponsor today for the audio podcast. We'll see if it makes any money. But there's an audio ad in our podcast now, so if you listen to our podcasts, thanks, and make me some money, please. Next Thursday, July 8th, is the premiere of our next Thursday night game, Neverending Dream, the follow-up to, not really the follow-up, but the next campaign after our Rime of the Frostmaiden game. So, come on out. Familiar faces, as well as Lex's face, in that it's going to be fun. Set in the Shadowfell, so it's a bunch of nightmares and not nice stuff. So come on out. What else? Sometime in July we're going to be rebooting our Ravenloft campaign. No idea when, but that's in the works. And no updates on the Sunday night or on the Sunday afternoon game, because who knows when that's doing its thing. Alright, I think that's everything. So, last we left off, you all had a meeting with the Twin Snakes, this supposed criminal crime syndicate leader who is like a 10-foot, 12-foot tall snake humanoid with 6 heads of cobras. And they asked you to head to the settlement of Zadash into the Trispire district to steal a iron type of mask that prevented people from lying once it was put onto their face, on their head. And the person who put the mask on an individual was the only individual who could take it off. So if you had this mask put on your head, you couldn't take it off yourself. Only the person who put it on could take it off. And the Twin Snakes was interested in getting this mask from the sort of Starosta, the leader of Zadash, and told you all to get it for them, and if any witnesses were seen during your heist, those people would need to be executed, dispatched, unable to relay what they had seen. Party reluctantly took the contract and left the Twin Snakes. Had a conversation of, are we actually going to do this contract, which boiled down to probably not. And the party teleported to Deastok. And as you all arrive in Deastok, your plans were to go to the Menagerie Coast, Nicodranus most likely, to charter a ship to the island of Bwuali for Enak. So Enak could hopefully restore their Paladin connection to their deity. And as we all arrive in Deastok, that's where we're going to pick up. I can't do it with sound. You just pop into Deastok.
Hadn't we already, weren't we already on our way to the library?
You guys all split up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Enok's going to Bertrand's. Y'all are going wherever you want to go.
Yep. Vinlock is going to go to the library.
Oh, yeah, I think I tried double checking to see if there was a library in Deastok, and I said there was not a library in Deastok.
Oh.
So there was no library in Deastok.
There's no library.
But you said
Okay.
there was some type of magic shop that had popped up since we had been
I
there.
said basic goods and services can be found alongside comfortable lodging. Some imported rare goods can be sought by those with black market connections. No magic shop in
I
Deastok.
thought you said some type of rare goods. Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
With black market connections.
All right.
Well, I guess might as well check in with the blacksmith while Enak is checking in with his friend.
It's all right.
All right. All right, you can easily make your way to the
Dieter the blacksmith.
to the Bursar Plaza, the shops and bistro district of Deastok. And you find yourselves at the blacksmith. You don't need to knock.
Oh, did we get here really early in the morning or really late, or what time is it?
It's 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello?
Remember me?
Behind the counter, you do not see Dieter, you see somebody else. Goliath. About 7 feet tall, long, long mane of like blonde hair, a curled mustache, and a pointed like a blonde goatee. Goliaths tend not to have hair. It's not common. And he's kind of dressed in like, kind of common clothes with like a brown, like kind of like leather-ish apron. He's like, "Hello. How can I assist you?"
Just wondering if anything's new. I was hoping to see Dieter here. Where's he at?
You didn't hear.
Obviously not. What's going on?
He's in jail for a little bit.
Why?
Connections to criminal activities.
Dieter?
Yeah. So I'm...
The blacksmith.
Yes, so I'm working here while that's all dealt with.
Is he in prison?
Yes.
How long?
Let me just double check. The laws in this area. Boop, 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 boop. 900 years. No.
900 years, dungeon?
Oh, here we go. A little over a year.
Do you know more specifically why he's there?
Ownership of intelligent humanoids.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, so slave?
No.
Slaves?
No.
It sounds like slaves.
Well, no slaves here because slaves are bad. More so people he was contracting to take part in unsanctioned fights to the death in the basement.
Oh.
And stuff like that.
Was this, so I imagine some people died and that was what drew their attention to him?
Yes.
Hmm.
Someone had escaped, injured apparently, and that was that.
Hmm. So what can you do? Are you just selling his items or can you blacksmith?
It'd be very dumb for me to operate a blacksmith shop if I couldn't provide these same services.
Oh, well, I mean,
So
some
yes,
people
I can
just sell.
smith.
Anything particularly in your wheelhouse?
Weapons, armor,
What's your favorite thing to smith?
hammers,
Hammers?
mauls.
What was your name again?
Vinlock.
Nope.
Elkel.
Elkel?
Yep.
Alright.
I smith weapons for fellow herds. I've smith weapons for all sorts of individuals over the continent.
I imagine you keep pretty busy with like rudimentary like metalworking, like creating hinges and
No, mostly.
knobs and locks.
I've mostly been busy doing weapons for the Empire lately.
Really? I thought
Do
the
they have
Empire
any-
was at peace.
They're at peace, but they still need weapons to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Is there anything going on that would cause an influx of that need?
No, I'm a blacksmith. I'm not an inside person on Empire activities.
Fair enough. Just
They
out of curiosity.
just ask me for weapons. I make weapons for the new recruits. That's about it.
All right.
Well, that's all good to know. All right. Well, how did you inherit it? I mean, you didn't inherit the shop, obviously, but how did you come across it? Did the town just put it up for sale or something, and you bought it, or?
I worked for Dieter, and I was the only
Oh.
employee who wasn't in part of that fighting issue.
Hmm.
So I'm
All
sort
right.
of here to pick up the pieces and feed my family.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, have a good day. We'll be out now.
All right. You sure you don't need anything?
I need absolutely nothing. Thank you.
And all right. And he goes back to just like stocking shelves and that kind of stuff.
Vinlock like kind of looks at Talindra and kind of like brings her over to the side.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
That guy's a snitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Insight check
For him?
for both of you.
Oh, okay.
And shout out what you got.
17.
24.
Didn't appear to be hiding anything.
That's way too convenient. that guy's I don't care what that is. The mechanics tell me that guy snitched and got rewarded.
Oh, seemed honest to me, but if you say so.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Is there not anything specific we need here?
No, I was just gonna check in with him, see how things had been, but things are bad.
And I'll look around. Is there anybody
Oh.
nearby us?
Townspeople, waking up, doing their morning routine.
Okay.
Part of me wants to break him out.
Honestly, I think we have a lot on our plate already.
Yeah. Enak stuff first, for sure.
Probably best.
You do
Maybe
know a
eventually.
teleportation circle here, so
That's true. I mean, once we get everything settled, we'll have more time.
yeah, I figured before we leave town, do you have enough materials for another use of that?
That's a good question.
You should.
I believe I think I have one more. Let me check. Because I think we got a bunch of like gemstones, didn't we? At one
Mhm.
point.
You got 150 gold pieces worth of gems.
Okay, so I guess 50 of those would have been used.
Yep.
I don't have them in my
Nope. Someone.
inventory,
I
so
don't
someone
imagine-
else has
Yeah.
them.
You should
So we have
put-
100.
Yeah, go ahead and put them in your inventory.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one that's really going to have use out of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Enoch
I
had 'em
thought-
initially. Enoch had him initially because he found him in the.
Yeah.
Okay. It was
He
I
looted
assume
them,
I would have
think,
just taken
from
them.
the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would. He
So
would
you
have
have 100 gold pieces worth of gems left.
All right. So you only know this teleportation circle, correct?
I know this one and one in
Jigao.
Judao.
Oh, I thought it was in Rosanna, and you couldn't.
Nope,
But
decided
it's in
against it.
Jigao?
No, I only learned it recently, and Rosanna is.
Oh, wait, the one in the temple?
Yeah.
Nice. I
Yeah.
think that guy might be bad. We didn't destroy the source of the.
Oh yes. I mean,
yeah.
unfortunately, I think that was a little beyond us.
Yeah,
Hopefully, he'll understand.
yeah. Let's hope so. Well, once we're done here, and help Enoch out, perhaps we can teleport to Jigao, get to Rosanna, and then maybe see what our house looks like that we own.
Yes, we should.
Make a little
Yes.
trip there. It would be nice. I mean, owning property is pretty important. So,
It's certainly nice.
yeah.
We should definitely go and see that for sure. But we have a lot to do before we can do that.
Oh yeah, we don't even know what's going to happen with Enoch.
Mhm.
That sounds pretty dangerous. So, we could all be dead by then.
Yeah, we still need to see the Bright Queen, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. Because
Yeah, oh, yes,
she
we
has
see
the
her.
key or deed or something.
Mhm. Yes. Okay. Is there anything we need to do here while we're waiting for
I mean, other than trying to get supplies for any spells, I mean, since we can't teleport to the location, it does look like it'll be a couple days. We should probably re-up on our rations. I've only got like 3
do we have
days
enough
worth
healing
right now.
potions?
You're probably not going to find healing potions in Deastok.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any.
I have at least one. I have one. Wait, no, I have two. I can give you one if you like.
No, you keep it.
All right.
You can heal either of us, and if you go down, we can just pick you up.
Right. That's a good point.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, rations. Let's just get some food for the road.
All right.
How's that sound?
That sounds fine. I suppose we go and try to find like a general store or like a survival store.
There's numerous like stores. Yeah, basically Deastok is just you can find. Oh boy, basic goods and services basically, comfortable lodging and some foods and bistros in this area.
I'll probably look to get a tent as well,
All right, let's just
since we're going to be on the road and don't really have anything. Look to upgrade
I
our.
have my
Oh, the hut. That's right.
I
Never
have a
mind.
hut.
and
Yeah,
Lindek.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Lindek had all the tents with him,
Yeah.
so Lindek just took all like the tents.
Oh yeah.
Well, he needs them for the soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Fine.
All right, how many days worth of rations are you looking for?
7.
Okay.
7 days worth of rations. That way I'll have a total of 10. Looks
Okay.
like
So
it's maybe probably less than a 5-day trip, but just in case.
so that would come to 35 silver.
Okay.
Right. Are we dividing that then?
Oh no, that was just for me.
Oh, that was 7 days for him is 35.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we each. All right. I guess I'll, I guess
Ooh.
I'll get 7 days as well.
Okay, so yeah, 35 silver.
Fine. What about Enoch? Should I buy for him as well?
That's a good point.
So that would be 7 days. That would be 70 gold.
70 silver.
Oh, silver.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
So 7 gold.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I have. I'll add 14 of those then. 14 rations.
Meanwhile, Enoch. You
Yeah.
find your way to Bertrand's.
All right. Making its way out of the city gates.
The property seems a little unmaintained a bit.
What's the house look like?
The house looks pretty burnt still. If I remember correctly, yeah, it's a little burnt. There's still some significant fire damage. It was only like 40 some odd days ago.
Yeah.
So like a little over a month ago.
Okay.
When you all first met.
We'll go to the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Bertrand. He'll knock on it.
Okay. You're shuffling, and then Bertrand opens the door.
Hey!
Enoch!
Come here. Give him a hug.
He hugs you back.
Hi.
Where have you been?
Oh, Bertrand. Let's go inside. We'll talk about it.
All right. Coffee?
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me.
As you're inside, you can just smell like the fire damage. It still smells in here. There's some holes kind of in the roof that have been like halfway like boarded up. And he comes back with a cup of coffee. And he's like, here, sit. And he like dusts some like debris and stuff off of the table and sits down.
Enjoy them. Look around a little bit. Hey, I got you. Like shuffling his coin pouch, and he pulls out essentially like 2 handfuls of gold. So let's say about 20 pieces, and he kind of puts them on the pile on the table. Kind of pushes them over.
What's this for?
Your house, I think that'll help some, right? Getting it back into.
I think so. Yeah. Thank you, Enoch.
Yeah, me and my friends have been we've been doing a lot of traveling and working, and it's been crazy. I got you some things too. And he's gonna dig in, and he's gonna pull out the demon beak, the 2 demon tusk, the silk robe, and the tricorn captain's hat, and I'll set them all on the table, kind of around the pile of gold.
He looks at the demon parts.
Those were
these
scary.
for?
Oh, just for gifts. You were one of my first friends that I would consider, since the stuff with my tribe, and that was one thing we did, is gave gifts, accomplishments, places we've been, things we've done, and my other friends are pretty great too. I've given them gifts, but these are things that I've collected, and I want you to have.
Oh, thank you. And he puts the hat on. Thank you, Enoch.
Yeah.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm doing okay. We have some time. I could, help around some repairs.
Oh, no. That's okay. I actually have someone helping me with the repairs.
Oh,
Very nice man.
okay. Well, I've learned to.
He's actually living in the barn. If you'd like to meet him.
Yeah. Okay. Um, let's let's
I don't know why he wants to live in the barn, but he likes taking care of the
sometimes
animals.
sometimes the comfort. Uh, I understand. Um, all right. Here we go. I will. Do you have a bag for this gold?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If not, he'll actually take the silk robe and he'll
Okay.
put the gold into the bag and tie up the silk robe by the little
It's a
tassel.
really nice robe.
Oh, I got that from uh, Rosiana.
Okay.
Over in Joraz
Oh yes,
capital.
Rosanna. Yes.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. I'd like you to meet the person who's been helping me out for a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like
Oh.
he like gets himself up, grabs his cane. He's still a little injured from the fire because it's only been like it hasn't been super long, and he's just
Yeah,
like
and
this
he was
way,
on
Enoch.
deathbed, so
Yeah.
he'll follow along.
Okay. And he leads you to the barn, which is again compared to the house, not damaged at all. And he slides open one of the doors and steps inside.
All right. He steps inside as well. He follows.
Corin. Yeah, what's up? We have visitors. We're a visitor, actually. Someone I'd like you to meet. And you hear from the shadows someone say, "Oh no." And stepping out of the shadows in just basic kind of commoner clothes, green scales, is a half-green dragon. And it's Vox. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Corin.
Hello. I'm Enoch. He's gonna extend his hand out.
He shakes your hand.
He gets a little harder squeeze than probably
Okay. Yeah,
necessary.
he's just like, he doesn't show
Yeah.
anything. And then Bertrand's like, I'm gonna go get us some coffee and biscuits. And Vox just nods. Thank you, Bertrand.
Thank you, Bertrand.
Bertrand walks out, and Vox makes sure that Bertrand's not in earshot, and goes, "Hello, Enoch."
Enoch. His hand kind of reaches back and just holds on to the hilt of the 9 live sealer.
What are you doing here in Deastok?
Well, me, Talindra, and Venlock have decided to return. We've I have things to do. What are you? Why are you here?
Getting help from my boss in regards to certain things about worms. Information. There was a attack here about over a month ago when people got turned into worms, possessed by worms, taken over by worms, that sort of thing. And I came here to investigate, and I've heard about a cure to people afflicted by that, so that's why I'm here.
Is he, GM question, is he referring to the same, does it sound like the same timeline
Yeah.
from when we were, okay.
So I can save my family. That's why I'm here.
Okay. So.
And also to, well, initially to get away from Zin, but Little Bird's told me he's been dealt with.
Yeah, we killed him.
Did you see my family? Were they okay?
I don't know.
All right.
So you want me to not tell the others?
I
This is how this goes.
honestly don't care. The people looking for Venlock are dead. So, yeah.
Hey,
That-
question.
Yeah.
What do you know about this copper scales?
Why?
Well,
I know quite a bit.
okay, well, how about you meet us at,
Why don't I meet you all here in the barn?
oh, that works too. Okay. Yeah, we'll have some discussing to do.
All right. You didn't. All right.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm asking. You could probably piece it together. It's not good. It's not great. But it's not Venlock this time. It's Talindra, so.
Interesting.
hmm So we'll be back here tonight. So just get ready. I don't know how Venlock is going to react. You did murder him. I am ready to kill you myself.
There was a
but,
conversation that we both had before that happened.
I didn't hear the conversation, but I believe you. I am restraining myself at the moment because you are helping someone that I care about. So,
Yeah.
we'll have coffee, we'll play nice, but I'll bring the others back tonight.
All right. Sounds good. And Bertrand, you hear Bertrand coming back. Bertrand comes back with tea and biscuits. Oh,
No.
good to see you two getting along.
Well, Corin seems like a pretty stand-up guy.
He's been very helpful.
Good. As he should. Alright. So Enak will have coffee and tea and biscuits with those two.
Okay.
And he'll share some of his, adventures with Bertrand and Corin.
All right. Fox feigns, surprise for a lot of it. Just, interesting, cool. That must have been very harrowing. And Bernard is just.
He'll leave out the hag bit and somebody chasing them down. He'll leave out things that would probably be confidential, or you would imagine probably would be redacted from certain files or thoughts. He would probably leave those out just to.
Okay. Gravel and Talindra. You have your rations, you have your supplies, anything in particular else you're looking for?
I can't think of anything specific. Is there anything else we need to do, Venlock, that you can think of? Or should we just wait for Enak?
Sorry. I should probably get some arrows too.
All right, yes, we can do that.
Get those at the blacksmith.
Go back.
All right, yeah, we'll just get the price of it and I'll get it.
All right.
I'll just add it.
How many arrows do you want?
Do they come in bundles of 20?
Yep.
I'll just take 20.
So 1 gold piece.
Okay. Cool. Yep. That's
Shall we find a pub or something and wait for Enoch, or should we try to find him? I mean, we know where he is, I guess.
We know where he's at. We should just go find him.
Yeah, how's he gonna know
I
where
mean,
we
like-
are? Hi, I'm
Yeah,
still here, by
no,
the way.
that's true.
Hello, I'm here.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hey. Have a good day.
I am not used to civilization.
Yeah, well, we won't be here for very much longer, I don't think.
All right.
Shall we find Enoch?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Hey,
Alright.
Honorian.
Yeah.
How different are things from when you were walking the earth or the this plane?
Very different.
How so? Because I imagine there, like, a whole lot of things have changed.
Yeah. There was a lot of squabbling between the ruling houses. A lot of the ruling houses were getting pulled into the conflict with the gods, because that was the whole fight.
Am I picking up on him just kind of like doing the 1,000-yard stare?
Basically, like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Well,
Alright.
you're alive and kicking now, so let's
Yeah.
try and enjoy what you got.
The difference is things seem better.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's good for you. I mean, how many people get to say they lived in two
But-
very different...
Do people even remember what happened?
No. I don't even know. Like, we don't even know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
all the
little
time.
record remains of what happened during
Yeah.
where he was. Yeah, so he's just like, so all those people. Right, where are we going?
We're going to some farmer's place.
All right.
Casual question as we go.
Yep.
Honorian. When you're not out, doing your adventuring things, anything you like to do?
I don't remember.
Well, perhaps we should lay out a little buffet of things.
I think I like to
You to
sleep
try
with people.
out.
I think I slept with a lot of people.
Oh, what makes you
Oh.
say that? You a little itchy downstairs?
No, just memories.
Oh.
Fleeting little memories. Like dreams.
Interesting. Perhaps you need a new hobby. I do have this interesting instrument that I haven't picked up.
Not a fan
Yeah.
of instruments.
Oh.
No offense, I think playing instruments is a waste of time.
Wait, you're not
Well,
a fan of...
that's-
Wait, you don't listen to music?
No.
That's weird.
The only music I liked was the screams of my enemies. That's a joke.
Well, I know a few songs
doesn't
that
like
might
music?
give you that a run for its money.
My party used to play music when we would travel, and I always liked that. But now they're probably a bunch of murderers from what we found out, so...
Or
So
dead. Hopefully they're just dead, right?
What if they're like me, though, and they're not?
Nah, you're one of a kind.
I doubt it.
Well, I suppose, if it happens, we'll deal with it when it does.
Or not.
Or not.
Right. And not too... as you guys basically get to Bertrand's property, you can see Enoch coming out of the barn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Enoch. How was that?
He saddle you with some chores again?
Oh.
No?
Nope.
Is he doing all right?
Oh, I gave him some gold, and he has someone helping him. A familiar face, if you you will.
What do you mean?
Familiar face to him or to us?
Us.
Okay.
A certain green lizard found his way to Deastok.
Wait, where is he?
He points to the barn. He grabs him. Tries to grab Vinlock.
Hey, what's going on?
Bertrand steps
Coming
out,
back.
going back to the house.
Thank you, Bertrand. Oh, this is Talindra and Vinlock.
Oh, hello. Do you want tea and
Hello.
biscuits as well?
No, we're headed back to town. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you, Corin, again. No problem.
We're coming back. Goodbye, Bertrand.
He goes inside.
We're coming back. He lets Vinlock go. We're coming back tonight. You're gonna be
Wait, why not right now? Nothing's going on.
because
We're not doing
Bertrand could
anything.
walk out, and I don't want him.
As Bertrand is going inside, I'm having my afternoon nap. My morning nap.
Okay. Okay, it makes sense. Okay,
When Ryan's like, he looks really old.
he is. Shit. All right. Well, we can go now, I guess.
Vox is,
Bashes open the door, throws a knife in his direction, not at him, but just to like.
Oh my god.
hello.
You son of a bitch. How you doing?
You guys gonna close the door behind everybody?
I'm alright. I told Enak why I'm here. Why are you all here? I heard you got yourselves into trouble with the copper scales.
Oh, yeah, that asshole.
The twin
A little bit.
snakes.
Why is it twin snakes? He's got like 5 heads.
Because there's 2 of them.
Wait, what?
There's
We only saw one.
2.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
There was a drow there. Oh.
No. There's 2 leaders that call themselves the twin snakes.
So we met one of the leaders then.
Yes. Or
Right.
the facade.
Well, regardless, that guy's not fun to do business with.
He's all talk.
You think?
Mostly. Used to work for the Myriad. Defected. Started his own criminal organization, but
Wait. That right there is still kind of impressive.
it's not hard to defect from the Myriad. You can leave at any time, as long as you don't owe them anything. And yeah,
Well, how's your search?
pretty good. Came here looking for clues in regards to this worm outbreak that happened a little over a month ago here, and I found a possible cure to treat those afflicted with it.
Really?
Yes, they sort of pull them back from undeath's grasp, essentially.
Are we talking a potion or a spell?
A little bit of both.
How is that even possible? Like, from everything that we've ever known or been told, like undeath. I mean,
Well, resurrection spells can
Come
cure
back.
undeath, like true resurrection, and that can fix undeath. But there's a way to. From what I've gathered, these cultists who were using these worms had a failsafe in place in case one of them got infected by accident. There was this type of brew they would drink if they became infected, and it would destroy the parasite and reverse any effects that had happened.
their phase is being pulled off.
Well, it wouldn't stop that, but it would prevent them. It would revert them back to the original being.
Hmm.
And I found a link to it, and I found some clues to where I could find such a thing. So that's good news for me.
Is this something you have right now, or are you looking?
No. I have to go somewhere to find it.
Right.
But that's why I'm partly here in Deastok. I'm getting help from my boss. My new boss, sort of. And then I'm heading to that fortress and saving my family.
I sort of look at Vinlock and sort of like,
Last we saw them, they're dead.
Yes, they were infected. So,
Not undead, dead.
what do you mean?
Like, not alive, not undead, just dead. Dead undead.
Who did it? Who did it?
Yeah, that's kind of tricky.
It's not. Who killed them? Zin was keeping them alive as a bartering tool. Why would he kill them?
Vinlock's just gonna look at Enak. And he's gonna say, so my impression was that you didn't know about any of that, them being dead or being undead, and with the knowledge that I had, I didn't think you'd want them to be cursed walking around.
He just nods. I see. Well, I guess my reason for being here is pointless now, so I guess I can go somewhere else. Were their bodies left behind, or were they dealt with?
I honestly can't remember. It was so long ago.
I think we took something.
Yeah, I can't remember if we decided to keep it on them because it would suck if we just like had it, or if I forgot if we took something.
I think we
You did
took like a
you did-
picture.
We took the picture.
We didn't have any way of dealing with the bodies, unfortunately, but we took something that we thought if we saw you, you could remember them by. And not who. I don't have it.
Doesn't really matter. One of you would have it.
Yeah. We'll say Vinlock had it.
Can I have it?
Yeah, it's right here.
Thank you. Well, best of luck dealing with the twin snakes.
Thank you. If there's anything you need,
Not
Yeah.
anymore. No.
right? We're sorry that it had to happen like this. It's really terrible. I'm sorry.
Just doing what people do. It's
Vinlock's
fine.
gonna take his dagger from the wall and just walk out.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll see you again.
If you do, it's not going to be as friends. And he also leaves. Ordinarian's just standing there going, all right. Um,
Sorry you had to be involved in that.
it's all right. I don't know what it was about, so I'm totally fine.
Nasty business. Anyways, we should move on.
All right. Let's go find your friend.
He's right
Right.
outside.
Okay.
And when they exit, he's like just kicking the dirt and like throwing his daggers at the ground. And, who's even ever heard of that? Bringing people back from undead.
Vox walks out,
Yeah.
slips on his black cloak and leathers, pulls the hood up, and just walks off the property.
Okay, well,
We-
there goes Bertrand's help.
Yeah, right.
Do you think we can find people to hire to help?
I have no idea how much hired help costs, but I have some gold if you...
I gave Bertrand some gold, but I'd rather cover those expenses or cost. I'd rather cover that money
Right.
before we
Hopefully.
go. Yeah, I don't.
Can we go, guys?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I need to busy myself with something else right now.
All right. Shall we find a place to rest, or go? You want to leave the city? You want to start on our way?
Well, no, not yet. Let me get hired help.
Oh,
If I could.
okay. All right.
Then
Let's
we can
go
go.
with Enoch then.
Just really quick. Well, I don't really know. Well, I think I can find something. Maybe the blacksmith. Or-
We can ask him.
Okay.
I don't know what sort of work is out of my area of expertise, I'm afraid.
Well, I
Sure.
could help, but we need to go. So I want to.
Does he need farm help?
No. Well, I think he needs a
Or-
bit of everything.
All right. So handyman.
Repairing the house, and then from there, finding someone to
Right.
till the fields, all that. That's stuff that I was doing
Right.
while I was here.
Perhaps a carpenter for repairing the house. That'd be.
Yep.
All right. I guess we sort of go and look for an appropriate.
Is there like a guild hall for that kind of stuff or something?
No, but you could easily find people who could, you could hire to help out with that kind of stuff, like repairs and stuff. Farmhouse. Yeah, you could easily find. It's like to do maintenance for like a small little house would be 5 silver per day, roughly, for a farmhouse.
Okay.
Oh, 5. How many silvers in a gold? Is it 100 silver per gold?
No,
10.
it's 10.
10 silver per gold?
So at 1 gold every 2 days.
Okay.
Okay, so if we gave like 10 gold or something, would that be?
That'd be 20 days. Well, we'd probably want multiple. So I would say Enoch would probably do another. He would at least want 3 people. So he'll give.
So based on what I'm reading right here, that price includes 1 skilled hireling and 2 untrained hirelings. So 3
Oh.
people right there is 5 silver pieces a day to keep upkeep on a house on a farmhouse.
All right. Well, Enoch will let them know to report to Bertrand that he'll have the money for them. And yeah, he'll go back and give Bertrand. He'll put 10 more gold into the silk robe.
All right.
So yeah. And that's it for what Enoch wants to do.
Alrighty.
What time is it now, roughly?
About 10 a.m.
Okay.
Can Enoch actually spend? Because he has woodcarver's tools, so he's proficient in woodcarver's tools.
Mm-hmm.
Could he essentially spend the rest of the morning, afternoon, repairing as much as he can
Yeah,
the
totally.
interior?
Yeah.
He will request the help of the others if they want to,
Okay.
because there's plenty of stuff to do. So if they want to do that, they're more than welcome to.
Or Norian offers to help.
It's kind of, he wants to at least give the living area in some kind of a little bit better than what it was.
Alright. For the next after a couple hours or so, Vox returns to the house and looks for gravel specifically.
If he sees him, he's not gonna try to be seen.
Stealth check against his perception.
Okay. Because he said the next time that they met, it would not be on. Yeah, would not be good. Okay. Natural 20
For
or
a
33.
Alright, I'm gonna roll this on the table.
Oof.
What's his stealth? Or perception. Okay. Rolling this on the table. So, adding 8 to this final number. Nah. Alright. He arrives to see everybody else doing work. Can I talk to you all for a second?
Mm-hmm. Okay, Bertram, we'll be right back.
Oh, it's alright.
He'll make his way outside.
Alright, at this point it's like 3 p.m.
I like how like Enoch tries to have all this good work ethic and stuff, and Bertram's just like, oh, it's all right, don't worry, no, you worry too much.
I just had to clear my head.
Okay.
Just
So you're not gonna hurt us.
no.
Okay.
I just didn't expect to hear that.
We did want to do it.
That's what I figured.
If there had been any other solution we could have foreseen, we would have found that option. But we didn't,
I assume you didn't know they were my family either.
Not until after. When we found that.
Yeah, and it's not like if you did know, you would would have been, oh, they're undead, let's just deal with them because they're just another monster, right?
Right. No.
If you have the twin snakes coming after you, you're gonna need help.
Okay.
Where are you headed after this?
I look at Enoch.
An island called Bwuali.
Okay. Talindra and Enak, give me a insight check.
Oh God, not with a fucking natural 1. Are you shitting me?
That was a 15.
15. Okay. Okay. All right. Why are you going there?
It's a bit complicated.
I mean, my connection is with my mistress is fickle at the moment.
So you're going to this island to rectify that?
Yeah, there's something about a shrine that's crumbled, some animal skeletons,
Yeah.
and then some green scales and a yellow eye.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not you, is it?
No.
He'll check his eyes.
He has orange eyes, if I remember
Okay.
correctly.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'll help you deal with the twin snakes and with this island that you're going to, because what that sounds like is a dragon.
Oh, really?
If, whenever you all have the time, you help me in finding this cure.
Do you know other places that have been affected by this, these worms?
From what I know, Deastok was the only place that had a significant outbreak. I've discovered rumors and whispers of smaller little incidents near the Ruins of Shatnengrod. People wandering outside of Eurosa there's been rumors of people in that area just outside of Eurosa being afflicted. So my information is telling me to go to the Ruins of Shatnengrod at some point.
Yeah, there's we were in, wasn't it Jagao? We found a flyer telling people to go to there, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Interesting. All right.
Something about a sinkhole.
Yeah, it's a sinkhole. There's a bunch of ruins inside of it.
Okay, well, so that's where the cure you think it would be?
That's where my sources are telling me to go, and that's where Korshad is telling me where he's also been digging up information for me, and he told me that seems to be where it's situated currently. It's sort of near where a thing fell from the sky not too long ago.
And you said that we could do this when we are next available, or is there a specific time frame you want to do this?
Whenever you're done doing what you're doing, I'll volunteer my help for the twin snakes and this island of yours.
All right. Will you be coming with us then?
If you're dealing with the twin snakes, yes. By any off chance they find you, yes.
Oh. Well, we're gonna go to the island first.
Makes sense.
Make sure that I'm at full strength before we fight these snakes.
I appreciate your offer of help, but I feel I have to ask, are you sure this is something you want to get yourself involved in? It did seem sort of confidential. I would hate to drag you into something unnecessarily.
I have my own reasons for wanting to deal with the twin snakes.
All right. If you feel comfortable with it, then we would definitely appreciate your help.
And if I help you in eliminating the twin snakes, my organization would owe you all a very large favor.
Are they both close to each other, or do they exist on different areas?
The leaders of the twin snakes?
One was in
One is usually shape changed. The other is never too far away.
like
maybe
a drow.
Or a snake.
No, it's
Or a
not
big anaconda.
No, it's at the large anaconda and the snake comments. They can
Alright.
shapeshift into large constrictor snakes. It's how they get around without being sort of.
Do they both look more or less the same in their humanoid state?
Yes.
Do they have a lot of followers or members?
No.
'Cause we only saw 2. The leader and a drow.
And the snake.
Well, and a bunch of snakes, yeah.
They get by with illusions and whatnot, and deception, and they speak often of having eyes and ears everywhere, but that's just a scrying spell that they can cast.
Yeah, we've noticed that actually.
And did you happen to sign a contract with them?
There wasn't much getting around it, unfortunately.
Then they have your blood, which means scrying on you has become extremely easy.
Yes, that's just why we have to be careful what we say. Luckily, we do have methods of maintaining privacy. Some semblance of privacy, anyway.
We just have to stay moving, I think.
Where are you taking the ship from?
It's a good question.
One of those cities on the coast, probably the closest one.
Nicodranus.
Yeah, that sounds about
Probably.
right.
If you're being spied on by the twin snakes, I'll come with you to Nicodranus, and we'll speak to my contact there in helping conceal you from the twin snakes.
All right.
Do you have contacts everywhere?
Of course.
Oh,
The
impressive.
myriad actually does have eyes and ears everywhere, unlike the twin snakes. Or the copper scales.
Right. Well, I mean, we could certainly use your help. It's very appreciated. Can I actually insight check him?
Yeah.
Just, I want to see if there's like any kind of like ulterior motive here.
Sure.
That's an 18.
18 was what he got on his little check. He's not revealing the whole truth, but you don't detect any like ulterior motives. Like he's not planning on like stabbing any of you in the back. It doesn't seem like that. It just seems like when the island of Bwuali was mentioned, he kind of, you know, it. Well, I asked you guys for insight checks before, but those failed. So actually, yeah, just pieces missing. I mean, it's kind of what his business deals in.
Like there's just something a little off, but not like
Not like
Okay.
not like making you feel uneasy or anything. No.
okay. We will, of course, have to talk with our other member, but I don't. I think we would be much appreciated. Your help.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, I'll be in the barn. I promised
All right, we'll-
Bertrand. I promised Bertrand here that I'd help, so I should see through with that as well.
We're gonna be leaving soon,
Oh,
like within a few days.
I'll leave some stuff for Bertrand then.
Oh, we hired some people for a bit.
Oh. Fair enough.
But thank you for coming back and sticking to your word and not killing me, Talindra Gravel. Or, I mean, good luck.
Emotions run high. And hearing your family were killed is a hard thing to process.
I understand completely.
Alright, well, I'll be in the barn, so just let me know when you're leaving.
All right.
And he just walks into the barn.
Enak makes his way back inside.
Okay. Ornorian's like trying to help Bertrand with like maintenance, but Ornorian is not good at this kind of work, and he keeps like dropping like stuff on the floor, like glue and nails, and he's like, "Oh, Bertrand, don't step there! I dropped a nail."
Enak's gonna look for Gravel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right. You gotta be like a 33 perception check.
Perfect. Let's see. 18. Bravo.
I did a
I can-
21.
Nice. I can see them, and I can see that Vox had left, correct?
Vox went into the barn again.
I guess if he sees Enak and Talindra, like, looking around,
Mm-hmm.
he'll just kind of step out to be seen, but he's, like, way off in the distance. You have to actually be looking for him.
All right.
Okay.
Because he wasn't able to, like, eavesdrop or anything. He doesn't know anything that was said. He was just off in the distance, ready to shoot a crossbow if needed.
Alright, I'll look around to make sure Vox is not around.
Yeah, Vox is in the barn.
Towards gravel.
Enak follows.
Okay. Ornorian stays inside helping Bertrand.
Cool.
Well, he didn't seem hostile towards us. In fact, he offered help.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think he's saying everything, but he doesn't seem to be actively out to harm us.
I don't think we can trust him, though.
Well, I
No.
think it's wise to be skeptical.
Yes.
No, I
But-
imagine they summarized everything,
Yep.
their conversation. Yeah, okay.
Well, we need a. Are we leaving tomorrow?
I thought we were leaving, like, as soon as possible.
I'm ready to go. It's a little late now, maybe. What is it?
It's only
3?
Well-
3 p.m. Yeah.
We could start and get a head start on leaving. It's a long journey.
I
That's
mean,
true.
we could either do that, or we could show Ornorian what the taverns, the best the taverns have to offer in the area.
For the night.
Yeah. Perhaps he might. I mean, if he's so good at it, perhaps he'll find another person. If he,
Have some luck.
yeah.
I mean, it's been a while for him. He could probably use it.
Though, I don't think he can smell himself currently, so we should probably
Yeah.
suggest he take a bath.
We
Yeah,
haven't really had a
Norian.
proper bath, have we?
I'm inside helping Bertrand.
Oh, okay. All right. What was that, Talindra?
I said we haven't really had a proper bath, had we? Have we?
No,
Last
no.
place was not ideal.
Nope, we did not. So if you guys are,
Wasn't there a very nice place we stayed before? In here?
Last time you were here, you stayed at the Shaded Bow Inn.
Oh, I remember that was nice.
I wouldn't mind doing that again, though. I hope you guys wouldn't mind if we all shared a room and used your hut.
In the room?
Yeah.
Why don't we just use the hut go to the outskirts or something and use the hut there?
Because that is a bit more shady. Plus, I mean, who wants to walk out of town after you've drank a whole lot?
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I suppose we could do that.
Sorry, I hope you don't mind me, like, wanting to take some precautions with, you know.
No, I think it's entirely reasonable. I think it's actually very wise. So, to be clear, you're okay with Vox helping us?
Absolutely not. No, I think we should avoid him.
Do you think we should tell him we should turn down the help?
I mean, I think we should turn down the help
But, I mean, Vox is going to do what he wants to do.
Right.
So if he wants to get this stuff done, and if he has his own reasons, he's going to wait for us to do what we have to do anyway. And then he's going to hop in whenever in the opportunistic fashion that he does. So
That's true, and he does know sort of our trajectory now. Right.
So
keep
regardless
an eye
of
on
whether we travel with him or without him, yeah. If he's got things that he needs to get done, he's gonna work to get them done, probably. I just don't want, I don't know, things got awkward real bad there. And now I was willing to like throw away all of that. Who's ever heard of undead coming back to life? Like,
We
in order
couldn't
to
have
be
known.
undead, you have to die. So you're dead, and then you become undead. So how? I guess I don't understand how that stuff works.
Honestly, I understand why he's upset with us, but I don't think we could have done something differently that would have been better. I mean, what could we have done? Like, brought them with us?
Yeah, leave them there. Who knows what? I mean, we couldn't even finish off everybody that was in that place. We left a lot of people around.
We did.
So, I mean, we didn't know if they were using them. We didn't even know what they were using them for, and I don't know. It bothers me because it's not anyone's fault. It meets the definition of a tragedy. It just sucks.
Absolutely. It's just a horrible, ironic fate. But anyways, we should find a bar and drink to distract ourselves.
Yeah. Though, we should probably try to think about some other things. Maybe we can give Ornorian some good memories. You know, something. Share with him kind of the best that this, I guess, eon, because he's been gone for like eons, right?
800
So
years.
this is like a whole new eon, or
Do I, having lived here, do I know of any like really cool clubs or like kind of, nothing like that? All right.
we're gonna have to do it. Put on a show.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll maybe walk around, try to find a place that looks fairly upbeat.
All right, there is the Shaded Bow Inn, where you stayed before.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Grumpy Lily Tavern, Rose Nestle Inn, the Garden Grounds, where the residential area containing parks, and the Bursar Plaza filled with quaint shops and bistros.
While we were out getting supplies, did we notice anything that could be kind of party centric? Like now that I think
Not
about
really.
it, yeah.
There's no cool like underground like music halls or like speakeasy type.
It's only fights to the death, Talindra.
All right. There was like a market area.
Deastok's a farm town,
Right. Okay.
so there's not much.
Yeah.
There's no like. It's not, if it was like one of the major cities, probably, but as a small little.
Yeah.
Farmers, early to bed, early to rise.
Yeah.
We could take them. There's a market, I believe. We could take them there and sort of look at wares.
Yeah, Enak, I do want to go replenish my cooking supplies. since we're not going to be underground, and cooking underground is probably not the smartest. I could
Right.
actually make us
Okay.
things. So I do want to go purchase more.
All right. Shall we
Hold on.
fetch our?
Sorry.
Hmm.
If we tried cooking something in the hut, would you be able to control the atmosphere in the hut, like make it so that it didn't, so like the smoke would go away?
That's a very good question. Sounds likely.
Based on things not being able to leave or exit the hut, specifically creatures, I think the smoke would stay within a tiny hut.
Okay. So it would get quite smoky. There isn't
I thought. Okay.
Yeah, it's only a
isn't
third
any
level
kind
spell,
of-
so stuff like it would.
Okay.
Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast a spell can move through it freely. So yeah, smoke could leave,
Okay.
but if you're trying to hide, it would be like a big here's all this. Yeah. Regardless,
Yeah.
smoke can pass through the hut.
So it would smoke would like come
From
out of the hut like
all other creatures and objects are yep. So
Yeah.
smoke can
So-
pass through it if you allow it to.
okay.
They allow it to, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I could probably allow him to cook inside the hut. I don't see why not.
That's good to know, as we will likely end up having a few camps using it now.
Yes, that's true.
Also, just so you all know, looking at your map, depending on how you want to get to Nicodranus, you could take the road, which would be a total of 33 days and 3 hours. That's 799 miles if you take all the roads to Nicodranus to get your ship. If you cut through the Cyan Green Forest, that cuts down your trip by 10 days and to 555 miles. Nicodranus is all the way down here-ish.
Wait.
I already calculated all this map stuff, so yeah, it's a long trek.
Have we heard anything about this gate on the way?
The
On the road?
Wyoun Gate, it's just a gate.
Yeah.
Enoch's passed
So
through
it- Okay, so it's just like a border
Yeah,
pathing.
it's
basically?
it's the border of this area and into the Menagerie Coast.
Okay.
Like essentially like a canyon, right?
There's
I'm thinking of it like a
Yeah,
gorge. Essentially,
it's
you'd
a
cut through.
canyon,
Okay.
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that we didn't need like a special
Nope.
permission or.
But it's just a long trip. Walking, if you take the road the entire way, 33 days. If you cut through the forest immediately outside of Deastok, that's 23 days. So you cut 10 days off of it if you cut through the forest.
Have we heard anything about the forest, about dangers or?
You guys didn't spend a lot of time in the Empire, so no.
Well,
I did. I was there for a
Oh,
while
true.
before.
we know that there were. When we went north, we almost died to a bunch of fire methods. I think is what they were.
Yeah. There are rumors that so Talindra would know this, and Enoch would too, sort of. The Siren Green Forest is the second largest source of lumber in the Empire. Most logging is limited to the outer tree line due to dangers in the shady interior. The forest is home to some wilder families who brave the dangers of the forest to live a freer life, as tax people tend not to go into the forest. People wanting to avoid taxes live in the forest.
Okay, so we got a bunch of like hippies off the grid.
Yeah, and you've heard stories of like abandoned cabins scattered throughout, probably from people being forced to flee from hungry denizens of the forest. Local legends speak of hungry face spirits and shape-shifting hunters that stalk
Alright.
the dark shadows of the
Justin,
forest.
now you're just intriguing us. We're gonna
Yeah, I was gonna say,
we're
this
gonna
sounds like
cut
a
through
lot
this
of
forest.
fun.
This sounds
And
so
now,
fun.
for this last part, Talindra and Enoch, give me
Hippies
history
and
checks.
fae and-
For this last part,
History.
Talindra and Enoch, history checks.
History.
History checks.
See what Bertrand. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
16.
Way to threaten us with a good time, Justin.
The Siren Green Forest is also one of the wild sanctuaries of those cursed with lycanthropy.
Okay. I rolled a 9, so I don't know
Okay,
that.
so this is for Enoch then. Through the sex of the so basically, it's filled with lycanthropes.
Not good for me. I don't have
Onkegs,
any.
displacer beasts, mischievous fae, all sorts of creatures. Mostly
I don't have any magic.
lycanthropes.
I think we could take it. There, we could take that.
Enak will relay
your-
that to the group.
Not if your rogue is doing half damage.
Or no damage. If you're
Yeah.
not using silver, no damage whatsoever.
Oh, right. No silver for me.
Bertrand told me
magic,
about
yeah.
creatures or people that can turn into wolves and stuff, so I don't know if maybe or I don't know, animals. So maybe we shouldn't go there now.
I don't know. It sounds like we could use a shortcut.
Yeah, it is. We
Yeah.
did sort of need to do this quickly, didn't we?
799 miles by the road, 555 if you cut through the forest. So it shaves off a decent amount.
So, I mean, before we leave, I might be able to ask for a quick convert some of my arrows that I bought into silver arrows, just in case.
Yeah, could we even just... Would it work if we just got them coated with something else,
Yeah,
maybe?
there's mechanics in. There's a cost value attributed to silvering your weapons. It's 100 gold pieces per weapon, and 100 gold pieces for 10 pieces of ammunition.
100 gold pieces for
10 pieces of ammunition.
and 100
Per
for
weapon.
a weapon.
Yep.
Is this to turn them to silver?
Yeah.
Or are we
The
avoiding silver?
The weapon
Okay.
gets turned to silver.
Okay.
But if you have a magic weapon like your rapier, Talindra, you don't need silver. Your moon touch
Right,
rapier
okay.
would work.
Gotcha.
As would Enok's weapons. As would Honorian's scythe. The only person that would need to spend money to get silver weapons is Gravel.
I'm sorry, how much? That was 100 gold?
Yeah, but none of you have to spend it. Just Gravel, technically.
Just gravel wood.
I only have 55, so I can't.
I have some money. I could.
Yeah, I could give
Chip
you some
in.
money.
All right. That means I'd be up close and personal with these things, because,
Well, you'll be there with me.
yeah, that
It's
won't be
just
so
me.
bad. That won't be so bad.
Are there any magical shops in this area? No.
Unless
okay.
you have black market connections. You could certainly try asking around for that kind of stuff, but you'd be probably sent to some shady people.
Right. Okay.
So what do you guys think I should get silvered? This short sword or this? And he shows the spider fang dagger that Enoch gave him.
Which do you use the most?
The short sword.
Probably go with that one then.
Yeah.
What about the your arrows?
That costs a lot,
Right.
and I will probably run out of those arrows. So
Mhm.
just might as well get something that lasts. And I really don't want to become a lycanthrope. That would suck.
Yeah. Let's try to avoid that.
All right. Well,
Let me check when the next full moon is in Wildemount. Because I got a calendar that's got the moon cycle.
there are 2 moons, correct?
I mean,
but
we're gonna be in there
but
for, like,
the one
20
moon,
days.
The Ruidus, the blood moon, doesn't account for any of that stuff.
Oh, okay.
The main moon.
So, is
Oh,
Talindra? Oh,
what's today? The 27th. I think that's right. Yeah, 27th. The full moon begins tomorrow.
oh, good.
Of course it does.
So they'll all be
How
shapeshifted
long-
and wolfed out.
How long does the full moon last?
2, 3. 3 to 4 days.
Oh.
And looking
Maybe-
at your map, if you take the forest shortcut, you're going to be in the forest for about 13 days.
Yeah. All right. Might as well get it out of the way in the first couple days. If we do,
Yeah.
we won't get
Uh-huh.
super deep into the forest.
Could we? Is there a way to walk along the path and then cut into the woods?
It'd be really out of the way to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Or would you prefer to not go during a full moon and we finish repairing Bertrand's place and then we leave when it's not a full moon?
They can still afflict you with lycanthropy even if they can't transform.
I don't
They're
know
just
if Enoch
less-
knows that.
Deadly.
Yeah.
If we're not comfortable leaving while they're in their forms, we can wait.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
I mean,
not.
everybody's usually a bit crazy around full moon, so. So I'm not completely against waiting for the full moon to pass, because I mean, maybe they can be, the chances of reasoning with them might be a bit higher if they're not, beefed
Does
out.
it defeat the purpose of a shortcut though? If we wait, I mean, it's still shorter, I suppose, than if we went the long way.
Drastically shorter, especially
So
since
the
we're gonna
long
be
way,
on
okay,
foot
so the long way
anyway.
essentially, if I'm looking at the map, it would go from Deastok to Zadash.
Yep,
to the
Deastok
south,
to
right?
Zadash, Zadash to Alfield, Alfield to Trostenwald, Trostenwald to the Wayun Gate to Nicodranus, and then you.
So we would
Oh.
essentially be going at a diagonal.
Yeah, so
Right,
if you
yeah.
cut through the forest, you'd be going Deastok directly to the Wayun Gate.
Yeah.
You'd be skipping.
Yeah, so I think
Zadash,
even if
Alfield,
we
and
waited,
Trostenwald.
yeah, I think even if we waited for the full moon, we would
Still
still
be
be considerably less time.
all
If
right.
I'm not mistaken.
Then
Could be
let's wait. I think that's the wiser
Yeah,
choice.
if you wait 3 to 4 days, your total trip would be, depending on hiccups along the way, 26, 27 days instead of 33.
Is there anything we could do here while we wait to prepare?
Try to make some money.
Oh, that's true.
Get your stuff silvered. I'm gonna stay and help Vox for now. I'm sorry, Corin, with Bertrand's place, for getting it back to tip-top shape.
Yeah, that reminds me. And he's gonna cast non-detection on himself again.
All right, speaking of, Enoch and Talindra, wisdom saves with a -10, please.
Ooh. Uh-oh. That's an 8. I rolled an 18.
Alright.
No, that's an 8.
Sorry, one moment. That is, I rolled a dirty 20, so that's a 10.
All right, good to know.
That is about as high as I can roll. So hopefully it was enough. Otherwise I'm just screwed. All right. So-
You guys just both sneezed at the same time. And like,
do I feel the?
No, you
thing
don't
in
feel
the-
you don't feel the effects of a scrying spell if it succeeds,
yeah.
or if it fails either.
Yeah.
No indication whatsoever what just happened.
Shall we try to find an inn?
Yeah,
Oh.
Talindra,
Yes.
45, you were willing to loan me
Yeah.
for that? Since I have
45 gold is what you need.
Yeah.
All right, I can give you 45 gold.
All right. And then I will be all out of gold. So, you might need to spend the next couple days trying to take some odd jobs.
I'm thinking I'll try to find some work or try busking or something. Make some money that way.
All right.
Oh man, I gotta pull up all the mechanics for making money now.
You know, 4-day time skip.
Yeah, which we're
Session.
gonna do right now. So
Oh,
to see how
cool.
much you all make during the 3 to 4 days, Enoch, no, because Enoch's helping with the house. So gravel. How are you at trying to make work? What are you doing for work around town?
Let's see. I mean, he can't really do what he wants to do, which would be as Vinlock. I mean, it's too short of a timetable to do his usual thing where he sells people walks and like kind of appraises their house while he's doing so, and then goes in and steals their stuff. Can't really timetable's not long enough for that, so uh yeah. So instead, God, what can he do for money? He'll just do some magic tricks.
Okay. Roll a
'Cause-
d20 and add your spell modifier.
Okay.
And this is for the 3 days you're all staying.
Okay. Okay, not bad. Not bad. My spell modifier. 12.
12. All right. That is modest earnings. So for 3 days, you earn 3 gold pieces, 1 gold per day.
All right.
Talindra, what are you doing to earn money for these 3 days?
I want to try to find a tavern or something and say like, do you need? I'm in town for 3-4 days, and I'm a good musician. You know,
Okay.
try to find a place there.
This one's gonna be performance. So playing instruments and cleaning tables. So performance.
Oh
check.
man, yeah, you could help out your teacher, right?
I'm kind of avoiding her
Oh.
just because that's a big conversation. But that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That is considered comfortable lifestyle. So for the 3 days, you make 6 gold pieces.
6 gold.
Some good extra cheddar.
So that's 3 days, and Enok's just helping with the house for 3 days.
Yeah, so he's gonna do, wood repair work. So he'll he'll commandeer whoever. He'll probably get the hirelings to do the fielding and all that, but he'll essentially work on repairing the inside. And then each night he will cook Bertrand and the hirelings food, like dinner.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. 3 days pass.
Oh, and Bach, sorry, he was there, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
It is now the 30th of Brusendar. Cool. And yeah, 3 days pass. Honorian helped out the entire time as well. And while you were helping Enak and Honorian, you were both privileged to nice hot breakfasts. That is also included if Gravel and Talindra ever come back to Bertrand's. Everyone gets included in some nice hot breakfasts. And Bertrand draws everybody hot baths should they need it, because, he has plumbing.
Sounds
Can I
nice.
say another thing I want to do, like in my spare time during the 3 days?
Yep.
I have these bagpipes that I haven't touched yet. I want to start to learn the bagpipes. I don't know if that's.
Yep.
I don't know
There's
how that works.
There's rules for training right here. So you're not training with anybody specific. You're not going to see your teacher to learn how to play
No,
bagpipes.
I'm just fiddling around with
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Training in something costs gold, but you're not paying anybody to be taught how to do this.
Even if I don't end up learning it, I'm just gonna say like she's.
I'm gonna say
you know,
it takes. It's gonna take a certain number of work weeks to learn how to play this. It takes about 10 work weeks to learn a new proficiency, so that's 10 weeks just playing every day.
Okay.
What's
So
your-
like
what's-
she's got a few
what's your-
hours in, which is probably.
Yeah. What's your intelligence modifier?
50 days.
My intelligence modifier, good question, is it's +2.
Okay, so that 10 work weeks is reduced to 8 work weeks.
Okay, so I just get a bit of a start.
Yeah.
I'm just fiddling.
If you want to gain proficiency on a bagpipe, that's going to be every day for 8 work weeks.
Yeah.
So you can mark that down on your character sheet somewhere if you want, but you're going to need
Okay.
40 days of doing this every day.
Is it like every day for like an hour, or every day?
Every
like,
day
full
I'll say
time?
for like an hour.
Okay, so I've got like
so you can
3
put
days
you can
worth?
put 3 days out of 40 on your character sheet somewhere for learning bagpipe proficiency.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, 3 days pass. So
What are you doing?
It's something I found. I don't know if I like it yet, but you know, it's good
Sounds
to have
awful.
a good toolbox.
Yeah, if you've ever heard someone who can't play bagpipes, it's. Ooh.
And I'm doing it in our little hut too.
Yeah. Also, everyone's
like-
yeah.
I try to do it
that's
when
not
people
right.
aren't around.
Okay. Yeah. Eventually, you all regroup at Bertrand's. 3 days later, Vox steps out of the barn. So, are we going? Am I not coming with you? What's going on?
Oh, we're gonna go. We're avoiding werewolf people.
Are you all right with going through the woods?
Well, do you still want me to come with you? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like gravel. Are you positive?
As long as you don't mind not being in the hut at night.
I don't like magic, so yeah.
All right. Sounds like we're ready to go.
All right, and you were all cutting through the forest. And yeah,
That was the plan.
if any of you got your weapons silvered, did anybody get their weapons silvered during this time?
Yeah,
Then
I
you can mark
spent
that
20.
off. You can, if you want to do it on your character sheet, you just click on a weapon. Oh, Garrett, you already know how to do this. Nobody else did it, so. And as you all
Good.
leave the city of Deastok with, I guess, Vox
Mm-hmm.
and Ornorian, you eventually, after about an hour or two, so now it is 1 p.m. in the afternoon, you come to the forested borders of the Siren Green Forest. This dense, like, dark forest. Much not as, ominous looking as the previous forest you were in. The Cursed Forest. But nonetheless, you can see the logging companies also on the borders. As you all, I guess, prepare to take a shortcut through the Siren Green Forest and spend the next almost 2 weeks in here. That's what we're going to pick up next week.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm so
Let's
excited for this
go.
forest. I want to see some hippies.
Enoch
Yeah.
may actually be able to use his wanderer feature too. Finally.
yeah. Dude, yeah, this is cool. And I imagine, like, our rations can be stretched out a bit longer because we'll be walking through, like, a forest.
Well, Enoch bought 10-day, he would have
Yeah.
purchased about 10 days worth of cookable
So,
items.
since you guys are
But we're going to be in there for longer.
Since you're
than
going
10
in
days,
3 days
so-
later, since you're going in there 3 days, you're only going to have to deal with the full moon for 1 day. It's considered full moon fading right now. So tomorrow it'll be no longer a full moon.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the weather apparently is whatever. That'll be next week.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
Yeah.
right.
I love this. There is something to be said about, like, I don't know, the last time we went through a forest, it was that corrupted forest, but I'm excited to, like, I don't know, this is exciting. I'm
Hang out in the woods for a bit.
yeah
for 300
Yeah.
for 330 miles.
yeah.
Yep.
There's log cabins along the way. So that's what we'll pick up next week. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back in 10 minutes for Embers of Autumn. Sans Sam. So good night, everyone.